Hey, real quick, I need you to answer this honestly. You work hard. You feed your family. You manage the house, the kids, the school runs, the appointments, the everything. But right now, if someone handed you $10,000, would you know exactly what to do with it? Not just spend it wisely, I mean really, strategically, make it grow, do something with it? If there was even a tiny hesitation before you answered, this video is for you. Because here is the uncomfortable truth. Wealthy people, the 1%, they are not smarter than you. They are not working harder than you. Most of them are definitely not doing more in a day than a mom does before 9 a.m. What they have is a set of rules about money. Rules that were taught to them by their parents, their mentors, their circles, rules that most of us were never, ever handed. Today, we are changing that. Welcome to Moms Invests. Let's get into it. Here's something that does not get talked about enough. Wealth, real, lasting wealth, is almost always taught. It is passed down like a family recipe. The kids in wealthy households grow up hearing things like, "We do not buy things we cannot afford twice." Or, "That is a liability, not an asset." Or, "Always pay yourself first." Most of us? We grew up hearing, "Money does not grow on trees. We cannot afford that. Stop asking. Just save more." And those messages were not wrong. Our parents were doing their best. But there is a massive difference between saving out of fear and building out of strategy. And nobody sat most of us moms down and taught us the strategy. Think about it. We spent 12 plus years in school. Did anyone teach us what compound interest really means for our money? Did anyone explain the difference between an asset and a liability in plain English? Did anyone walk us through why buying a house is not always the smartest investment? No. We got algebra. Which, fine. But algebra has not helped me understand my 401k. And here is the psychology part, because on this channel, we always go deeper than just the numbers. When we grow up in households where money was tight, or where money was never discussed openly, our brain literally forms what psychologists call a scarcity mindset. We are wired to protect, to hold tight, to fear loss. And that wiring does not just disappear when we become adults. It follows us into every money decision we make as moms. We underinvest because it feels risky. We overspend on our kids because it feels like love. We say yes to everyone else's needs and put our financial future dead last. The 1% do not have a different brain. They have different programming. And today, I am going to give you 5 pieces of that programming, 5 things they know that nobody taught us. Lesson 1. They know the difference between assets and liabilities, and they choose assets first. Okay, so this one sounds simple, but stay with me because it is life-changing when it actually clicks. An asset is anything that puts money into your pocket over time. A stock that grows. A rental property that pays you rent. A business. A high-yield savings account. A liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket over time. A car loan. Credit card interest. A timeshare. That gym membership you have not used since January. Now here is where most moms, and honestly most people, get confused. We are told to invest in things that last. So we buy a house. We buy a good car. We buy quality clothes. And we call it investing. But if that house is draining your income every month with a mortgage you can barely afford, maintenance and taxes right now, in this season, it is a liability. Not forever. Just right now. The 1% are obsessed with one question. Does this put money in my pocket or take money out? Before every major purchase, they ask that. Your mom challenge this week, write down your top 5 monthly expenses. Next to each one, write it for asset or L for liability. Just knowing changes how you think. Lesson 2. They pay themselves first, before anyone or anything else. We are taught, without anyone actually saying the words, to pay everyone else first. The mortgage. The utilities. The kid stuff. The groceries. And then, if anything is left, we save. Guess what is almost never left? The wealthy flip this completely. The moment money comes in, paycheck, client payment, whatever, a set percentage goes immediately into savings or investments. Before any bill is paid. Before groceries. Before anything. This is called pay yourself first. It is probably the most powerful 3-word financial strategy in existence, and it costs you nothing to start. Even if it is $20, even if it is 10. The habit is what changes your brain first. The amount grows later. The secret weapon they use? Automation. They set up automatic transfers so the money moves before they can spend it. You cannot miss money you never see in your checking account. If you have a bank account right now, you can set this up today. Most banks let you automate transfers in under 5 minutes. Set it for even $20 on payday. Start there. Lesson 3. They understand that time is worth more than money, and they invest early. I am going to show you a number that might hurt a little. Ready? If a woman invests $200 a month starting at age 25, and she earns a fairly average return of 7% per year by age 65, she has around $520,000. If she waits until age 35 to start that exact same habit, she ends up with around $240,000. Same habit, same money, 10 years difference. She lost nearly $300,000 by waiting. This is compound interest. Einstein reportedly called it the 8th wonder of the world. And the reason it matters so much is that your money earns returns. And then those returns earn returns. And it snowballs over time. The 1% know this. So they invest early, even small amounts, and they do not stop. Now look, I hear you. Some of you are thinking, I am already 35, or 40, or 45, and I have not started. Is it too late? Absolutely not. The second best time to plant a tree is today. But the key message here is, every year you wait costs you real money. So if you have been putting off opening that investment account, that Roth IRA, that 401k, this is your sign. Lesson 4. They build multiple streams of income, and they teach their kids to do the same. Here is a stat that gets passed around in wealth-building circles. The average millionaire has 7 streams of income. 7. Now before you panic, those streams are not all huge. It could be a salary, plus dividends from investments, plus a side business, plus rental income, plus royalties. They build them over time. But the mindset is always, one income is a risk. Multiple incomes are security. Most of us were raised with the single income mindset. Get a good job. Keep that job. Retire from that job. That model is increasingly fragile. As moms, we are actually in a brilliant position to build extra income streams because we already have skills the market wants. Organizing, teaching, cooking, managing, communicating. The question is just whether we have given ourselves permission to turn those skills into income. This does not mean burn yourself out. This means identifying one small thing you could do, even a few hours a week, that could create another trickle of income. Sell on Poshmark or Facebook Marketplace. Offer a service locally. Start a small Etsy shop. Teach something online. The trickle becomes a stream. The stream becomes a river. I have seen it happen. Lesson 5. They invest in financial education constantly. The 1% spend money and time learning about money. They read books. They hire financial advisors. They listen to podcasts. They are in rooms with other people who talk about wealth building. And here is the psychological reason most moms do not do this, and it is important. Studies in behavioral finance show that people who grew up in households where money was scarce or stressful tend to avoid financial content as adults. Because engaging with it triggers that old anxiety. It feels overwhelming, or shameful, or like you have already missed the boat. So instead of learning, we avoid. And the avoidance keeps us stuck. Here is your reframe. Financial education is not about what you did wrong. It is about what is possible from here. 1 book a year about money. 1 podcast a month. 1 YouTube channel. Hello, you are already here, and your financial confidence will shift more than you can imagine. The 1% are not born knowing this stuff. They are simply taught it early, and they never stop learning it. Now let's talk about how these lessons hit differently depending on your mom type. Because on this channel, we see all of you. Stay-at-home mom. Your challenge is that your labor, which is genuinely enormous, is unpaid and invisible in the financial system. You may not have your own income, which can make it feel like you have no financial power. But here is what you need to know. You have every right to be part of every financial decision in your household. Ask questions. Understand where the money goes. And, if possible, advocate for having some money that is yours, your own account, even a small one. Financial independence is not selfish. It is smart and safe. Working mom. You're juggling income and the mental load of running a household. The trap I see most often? You are so exhausted that financial planning feels like one more thing you simply do not have bandwidth for. The fix: make it automatic. Set up your pay yourself first transfer. Set up automatic contributions to your retirement account. Get it off your to-do list permanently by making the system do the work for you. Crunchy mom. You care deeply about conscious choices, what goes into your home, your kids' bodies, the environment. Channel that same intentionality into your finances. You likely already resist consumerism and think long-term. Now apply those values to building wealth. Ethical investing is a real thing. You can invest in funds that align with your values while building financial security. Tiger mom. You invest heavily in your children academically, extracurriculars, tutors, private school. The psychology here is fascinating. Spending on your children feels like an investment, and it is, but not always a financial one. The reframe: the single greatest financial gift you can give your child is a fully funded, financially secure parent. Because your financial stability is their safety net. You are not being selfish by investing in your own retirement. You are protecting them. Hot mess mom. First of all, I see you and I love you. Life is loud and you are doing your best. Your challenge is consistency. You know what you should do, but the follow-through gets lost in the chaos of daily life. Your solution: simplicity. One automated savings transfer. One app that tracks spending. One rule, like no unplanned purchases over $50 without sleeping on it first. You do not need a complicated system. You need a simple one that runs on autopilot. AI-enhanced mom. You are already using technology to run your life more efficiently, and that is a massive advantage in personal finance. Use AI-powered budgeting apps. Use robo-advisors for investing. Automate everything possible. Your superpower is leveraging tools, and the financial world has incredible tools right now. Use them. Village mom. You are community-oriented and you find strength in your relationships. Here is something powerful for you: find your money tribe. A small group of women who agree to talk openly about finances, goals, progress, questions. The research is clear that social accountability dramatically improves financial follow-through. Build that village around wealth too. Okay, before I let you go, I want to leave you with something concrete. Because this channel is not just about education, it is about action. Here is your 5-step mom wealth starter system, things you can do this week. Step 1. Open a separate savings account. If you do not already have one, label it "Pay Myself First." Set up an automatic transfer of even $20 on your next payday. Step 2. List your top 5 monthly expenses. Label each one: asset or liability. No judgment, just awareness. Step 3. Check if your job offers a 401k or retirement plan. If they match contributions and you are not enrolled, you are literally leaving free money on the table. Fix that this week. Step 4. Download one money app this week. I recommend you need a budget, Mint, or even your bank's built-in tracking tool. Just start seeing your numbers clearly. Step 5. Tell one person in your life about this video. Financial conversations are still weirdly taboo, especially among women and moms. Break that silence. Share it with a friend. You might change her life. You were never behind. You were just never taught. And now you are learning. That is everything. If this video gave you even one thing you are going to use, hit that subscribe button right now, because every week we break down real money strategies specifically for moms. No jargon. No shame. Just tools that actually work in the real life that you are actually living. And I want to hear from you in the comments. What is your mom type? Are you a stay-at-home mom, a working mom, a hot mess mom, a tiger mom, a village mom, a crunchy mom, or an AI-enhanced mom? Drop it below and tell me which of these 5 lessons hit hardest for you today. And if you want to keep going right now, The next video is right up here. It is all about why moms are the most financially powerful people in any household and how to start using that power on purpose. I will see you there. You've got this, mama.